Hey there, the Geek Master here, and this is a belated April pickups video. As you can see, I am a bit hot at the minute. That's because for some reason it's really warm in my room, and this is after just drinking half a litre of water, so there you go. Probably being fat doesn't help, to be honest. Yeah, I should do something about that. Anyway, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy what you're going to see. I have a variety of pickups here. Some bought, some gifted or acquired off other YouTubers. I'll go into details with that. And hopefully there's something here for everyone. Little heads up, there are a few football games, but it only makes up a portion of it, not the whole thing, so don't worry. Yeah, thank you to everyone who's checked out the channel and subscribed recently. Much appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the video. So let's do it. So, I'm going to actually start with the end of April. You may have seen, I believe, my most recent pickups video, which was the Lego Star Wars collection, which also featured the newly released Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga for Nintendo Switch. That came out right at the start of April. And at the end of April, there was also another brand new Switch game I bought, which is this one. Switch Sports. And as you can see, it's in the box. That is because when I open it and can get the stuff out, first of all, there was a pre-order bracelet. Haven't seen them for a while. Remember when they were the inner thing? We have the game, which you might actually be able to see is actually sealed. I haven't actually opened it, and I should do. And also there was this, which is the leg strap for the Joy-Con, which is used with some of the sports, but I don't think football yet, which is a bit weird. But I think I saw they're working on that, but I could be imagining that. So this is the Switch sequel to Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, and features a variety of sports. Yeah, volleyball, badminton, bowling, football, chambara, whatever that is, and tennis. I believe there's a golf update coming out, they revealed, and possibly more, but I'm not sure. Different sports to Wii Sports. I kind of would have liked the baseball, to be honest, but let's see what happens if they do further updates. But I've heard good things about this, so I'll have to give it a try soon. And maybe I can use it to do something with the whole fat issue I mentioned earlier. Because I am, to be honest, trying to lose weight. So fingers crossed, I can do it. And if I can use Switch Sports to do it, even better. But that technically was my last pickup of April. But the first one I'm showing in the video. After that, I'm going to go into some acquisitions from another YouTuber. I'm sure most of you know him by now. It's Big Game Owl. And I bought some games off him. One of which I revealed recently, which was Lego Star Wars 2 for the GameCube. At the same time, I actually bought 2 Genesis games. That's right, Genesis, not Mega Drive. And the first one of these is, I believe, a North American exclusive, Jeopardy, based on that well-known American game show, which has had so many game versions, it's ridiculous. As in, I know there's NES, there's N64, there's the Switch one, which is also a thing on the Xbox and PS4. There's a lot. And it's the game where you have to answer with a question. So, for example, if it was, who are the current Premier League champions? It would be, who are? You have to answer it as a question. So instead of saying Manchester City, however much I don't like it, you have to say, who are Manchester City? That is the concept of the game. And you lose points, I believe, if you don't answer that way. Although in the games it's a lot harder and kind of forces it as a question, I believe. And it's more a general knowledge thing. Here's the back. And here's the inside. As you can see, it's complete. And I've actually wanted this for my Mega Drive, despite being a Genesis game, for a while. I'm also hoping to get Wheel of Fortune at some point, because I kind of enjoyed playing this and Wheel of Fortune on the America's Greatest Game Shows game on the Switch. So yeah, except this one's obviously a lot earlier. Let's see, about 30 years earlier. So there you go. Also, apparently it's 3 players. I know they have 3 contestants, but I don't know if that means you can only do it if you're 3 players or not. So that's a very different take on the game, I have to say. The other one is the Genesis game I've really been looking forward to and wanting for a while. And I'm just happy to have it in my collection now. And it is, well, put it this way. It's him. It's Sonic the Hedgehog, of course it is. You can't have a Mega Drive without Sonic. Or in this case, a Genesis without Sonic. So I have the second one in the Asian PAL variant, and now I have the first one in the American variant. I think our box looks nicer. There's the sides as well. And the back. And the inside. Again, all complete, very good condition, so thank you, Al. Really, really happy to have this in my collection. And it's went straight up there with the rest of the Sonic stuff after I've done this video. Now I just need to get the other ones. Okay, there was actually a couple other games I got off Al later on in the month. One of which was off Swap Shop when he was on. But we'll get to that in a little bit. When he sent me the 2 Genesis games and Lego Star Wars 2, he also sent me this. Actually, I forgot he'd mentioned it to me. So thank you, Al. It's actually FIFA 06 for the PS2 demo. So if you know me, you know I've got a FIFA collection. And yes, I might have said before I was getting rid of it, but I found a way I don't have to, so that's good. But anyway, there's the disc. And yes, Al, I realised eventually you stuck these in, which is pretty cool as well. So thank you. So yeah, a demo disc of FIFA 06 for the PS2. The other games I got off Al were both for the GameCube. So, assuming I've mentioned it already, we'll go with the Swap Shop one, which is Simpsons Road Rage, which, if you don't know, is basically a Simpsons version of Crazy Taxi, where you end up being a taxi and taking people to the place and get money for it. And in this case, I believe it's to stop Mr. Burns' nuclear-powered buses, if I remember rightly. And you also get ratings such as Grandma, in the voice of Krusty the Clown, I think. Been a little while since I played it, but I'm sure Grandma is a points rating thing, like a grade, like A, B, whatever in a Crazy Taxi. You get Grandma or Loser in Road Rage. But here it is. I think now I've got this, I need to get Hit and Run, which is a GTA variant, and that's quite good. And I believe it's a game that lots of people want remastered. Would be quite fun to see, I have to say. But yeah, you do get to drive epic cars, such as, well, there's Homer's normal car, the Homer, which is the one he designed for his brother's car company, complete with the horn, if I remember rightly. I think there's a couple others, but I can't think what. I think there's Willy's Tractor, maybe. But yeah, it is a fun game. And one I've been meaning to have for a while, because my brother's got it, I've played it before. But this other one is one I've wanted even longer for the GameCube. I nearly bought it at Christmas when I bought Luigi's Mansion, etc. But I wasn't happy with the condition, so I left it. But happy to finally have it. And it is YuGiOh, The False-Bound Kingdom, which is a spin on the traditional Yu-Gi-Oh game. For those of you that don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh is, it's basically a card game where you use monsters and spells and traps to basically knock your opponent's life down to 0. That's the simplest way of putting it. It's a very confusing game. The Piss Take series, the spoof one, Yu-Gi-Oh Bridge, acknowledges this a lot. And it's a well-known fact, to be honest, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's so pretty. Pretty and sparkly. Ooh, look at this awesome little dragon. Oh yeah, anyway, recent video talking about my newest Yu-Gi-Oh card I picked up. It's so sparkly. Make sure to check it out. Sparkly! I've been playing since the game came out originally, so what, 20 years ago? Relating to the original cast. Both of these are part of the original cast. You've got Yugi or Artem, how you want to call it. It's confusing again. And Seto Kaiba, who's awesome. They're both from the original series, and that's why I wanted this, because the original series, in my opinion, is the best by miles. And I will be doing more on Yu-Gi-Oh at some point, because I've got quite a lot of cards, and I've got quite a few pop figures. So we'll be covering this, and hopefully I'll be able to explain it a bit better then. But as an old school Yu-Gi-Oh fan, I've been wanting this for a long time. So again, thank you, Al. I did buy them off him, apart from the demo, but I'm not going to say the prices. Okay, there are actually games from someone else, but I'm going to hold off on them for a minute. Next, we have a CEX stop, where we got 3 games. First one was Star Wars Force Unleashed for PlayStation 2, which, as you can see, was £1. Got a Star Wars collection going, which is right here. And I don't have this on PS2, so I wasn't turning it down for £1, to be honest. And a spoiler warning, I actually managed to get a PS3 version literally the first day of May, but that'll be in May's pickups. But yeah, you basically play Darth Vader's apprentice called Starkiller, which you may have heard of from Starkiller Base in the sequel trilogy, and was also going to be Luke Skywalker's original surname, but wasn't because it sounds too dark, and being Starkiller, I'm not surprised at that. But yeah, complete, pretty decent condition as well for £1, so not saying no to that. The other games from CX were a couple of football games, a couple of FIFAs. I'm sure I've just lost however many subs at that, or viewers at that point, but there's 2 of them. There's FIFA 20 for the PS4. As I said, I found a way to keep the FIFA collection. It won't all be out. I just have one shelf with the rarer or foreign games, etc. But I do have the collection ready to put on display when I get the chance. This was £1, I think, in cash converters, and is in very good condition. The other one was FIFA 21 for the Xbox One / Series X. I already have the Series X exclusive version of this, which I picked up from Curry's back in Black Friday. But this one is for the One or the Series X and is different. And one of these was £1, the other was £2. I can't remember what way round it was, but I know that I ended up spending £4 in cash converters, and I believe all the games would have come to about 11 or 12 quid otherwise from CEX. So I'm quite happy with that, and a couple of cool additions to the FIFA collection. I can't actually play the PS4 one, but I can play the Xbox one, so that's something. What else have we got? Okay, so I went on a day out with my niece in the Easter weekend, and you may remember I shared a short recently where I shared a couple of James Bond Blu-rays. Well, that same day I also picked up a couple of games, not many, I think it's 3. So I'm going to share them now. We have, first of all, Final Fantasy 12, which was £2. I should have probably checked that, and I might not have bought it if I saw it sat in the cash converter CX at the time, but there you go, still only £2. And I know this is supposed to be a good game. I haven't played much Final Fantasy, but I saw it and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. I just need to actually get the PS2 out and give it a go. But to be honest, £2 for Final Fantasy 12, I don't think it's bad from what I've heard. It's a platinum disc, unfortunately, but it's complete, it's good condition, so I'm not moaning. The other game is actually related to the James Bond Blu-rays. It's Agent Under Fire for the PS2 for £1. So I think this was the only PlayStation 2 Bond game I needed. They actually had one for £1 and one for £2. I got the £1 one because I was being a cheapskate, but it's complete and this is in really good condition, so I'm not complaining at all. Haven't ever played Agent Under Fire. I'll have to give it a go. But yeah. Just say about Encounter Stolen Bond Girls, so of course it just had to, because it's Bond, isn't it? Also, it's about the cars and the weapons, so guns, girls, gadgets. It's the standard Bond fare, isn't it, really? So, yeah. Well, especially from then, anyway. Have to give it a go. But Agent Under Fire for £1. The last game from that day out was from a charity shop in, I think it's Oxfam, in Billericay. So I don't know who knows about Billericay, but it's from Billericay. And this was 40p, and it's actually for the PC. It's Football Manager 2017. I don't know how many people know this, but I actually have a bit of a Football Manager collection. I think I've got all of them on PC from 2005 to 2018. Along with most of the PSP and Xbox versions. But this was one I was missing, and I'm happy to have found it for 40p in really good condition. Complete with cardboard sleeve. So fancy. But yeah. But I'm now not missing any between 5 and 18, so happy with that, especially for 40p. Couple of games left. This first one was from Alan's Japanese Retro Games. I think it's that way around. Alan's Japanese Game Sale, or whatever it's called. You know who I mean. And it's The Conveni, or The Convenience Store for Sega Saturn, where it's basically SimCity, but you run a convenience store instead. This was, I think, £4, and it was so random, I just had to have it. I believe I've seen there's a second one as well. It's complete with spine card there. So, really happy with that for £4. Just need to be able to try it one day. But yeah, a convenience store simulator like SimCity. So that's different. Last couple of bits were from another YouTuber. It's Sean at Pompeii Games Room. So thank you very much to Sean, who donated these to me after the swap shop. Much appreciated, mate. And thank you for the note as well. But I put that away, so yeah, I'm not going to be reading that. The item I got was, which he advertised, a manual for FIFA on the SNES, the very first one. I do have the game, but only the game, so it's kind of cool to have the manual as well. I think the only manual I had was for FIFA 97 on the SNES, so it's cool to have a second one. So again, just want to say thank you, Sean, especially for donating it. However, there was a surprise in the package, and I think he shared this on the stream as well. And it's Pure Football for the PS3. Sounds like it's actually a decent game, apart from the fact it has Steven Gerrard on the front, which kind of ruined the whole thing. But can't play it because I don't have a PS3 yet, or anything to play PS3 games on. But one day I'll fix that. One day. Yeah, but either way, mate, it's really appreciated. Thank you for sending me that as well. I didn't expect it, especially to come the day after second class. That really surprised me. Yeah, but Pure Football. And they are the April pickups. A bit more than I planned. Especially when you consider there was also, I said, the aforementioned Lego Star Wars, Sonic CD, Star Wars Arcade for the 32X. I got a few. More than I planned. I mean, at the time of filming, we're about a week and a half into May. I already have some games. Plus, it's Comic-Con, so potentially I'll grab some stuff there as well. But even if it's not video games, I may well grab manga or cards of that, which I'll show on the channel anyway. We'll just have to wait and see. Because even I don't know what's going to happen. So yeah. But thank you for watching the video. Are there any standout games for you there? If you could pick one to play, what one would it be? And should I have bought the FIFA? Or should I have left them behind? Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm going to go to bed now. So, yeah. Good night, everyone. And may the geek be with you.